There's a silent experiment happening around the world. Millions of men, in secret, are cutting off one of the most powerful habits they've ever known. No sex, no porn, no release. For 30 straight days, they hold it all in. Some call it semen retention. Others call it madness. But the question remains, what really happens to your body when you don't ejaculate for a month? Does your energy explode? Do your hormones crash? Does your brain rewire or rebel? The internet is full of myths, but today we go deeper. We'll uncover what science says and what most people are afraid to admit. Let's start with the basics. What happens when you ejaculate? Ejaculation is a natural biological process that involves the release of semen from the body. This process is controlled by complex interactions between the nervous system, hormones, and muscles. During ejaculation, the body releases not just sperm, but also seminal fluid that contains proteins, enzymes, sugars, and hormones. Importantly, ejaculation triggers the release of dopamine, the feel-good chemical, and prolactin, a hormone that causes feelings of satisfaction and drowsiness. This is why many men feel tired or relaxed after orgasm. Dopamine gives a temporary high, while prolactin contributes to the post-orgasm crash. This release of chemicals has a real impact on mood, energy, and motivation. But what happens when you stop this process for 30 days? Let's explore. The first week is often the hardest for men who are used to regular ejaculation. During this phase, many experience strong urges, irritability, and increased libido. These are completely normal biological responses. The body is adapting to a change in routine and chemical balance. Hormonal shifts. One of the first changes is in testosterone levels. Some studies suggest that after 3 to 7 days of abstinence, testosterone temporarily spikes. A 2003 study published in Zhejiang University Science found that testosterone levels peaked on day 7 of abstinence, then returned to baseline after that. Increased energy or restlessness. Some men report feeling more energetic or even agitated. This could be due to the increased testosterone and pent-up sexual energy. There may be more drive, but also more frustration. Heightened awareness and sensitivity. During this phase, many men experience a heightened sense of alertness, possibly due to the increase in neurotransmitters like norepinephrine and dopamine. Emotionally, it can be challenging. Many men describe this week as a battle between habit and intention. The body craves release, but the mind wants control. During the second week, the body and brain begin to adjust to the new pattern. Decreased cravings. The intense desire to ejaculate may begin to diminish slightly as the brain's reward circuitry starts to adapt. Dopamine receptors begin to reset, leading to improved sensitivity to everyday pleasures. Things like food, exercise, and conversation may become more enjoyable. Increased focus. Anecdotally, many men report sharper focus and increased productivity during this phase. Scientifically, this might relate to dopamine regulation and decreased reliance on instant gratification. This is why semen retention is often linked to increased work performance. Semen reabsorption. Here's a key question. What happens to sperm that isn't ejaculated? The answer is that the body reabsorbs it. Sperm has a lifespan of about 74 days, but unused sperm is broken down and recycled by the body. This is a natural and healthy process, and there is no medical harm in not ejaculating for 30 days. The nutrients are reused to support other bodily functions. This is often referred to as the mental clarity phase by many practicing semen retention. Here's what some men report: enhanced confidence. With more control over impulses, men often feel more in control of their lives. This can translate to increased confidence in social and professional settings. They carry themselves differently, speak with more authority, and take more initiative. Deeper sleep. Some studies suggest that men practicing abstinence report better quality sleep, possibly due to stabilized hormonal cycles. The absence of post-ejaculation prolactin spikes may improve sleep patterns. Physical changes. Some men notice increased muscle tone, better gym performance, and higher endurance. While hard scientific proof is limited, these effects could be tied to increased testosterone efficiency and motivation. Reduced anxiety. There is some evidence that semen retention can lower anxiety, likely because of improved self-discipline and reduced post-ejaculation drops in dopamine. Emotional stability increases. Better control of sexual thoughts. As the brain adjusts, many men find they are less distracted by sexual fantasies. This allows for better concentration and emotional clarity. Week 4, the peak state, days 22 to 30. As you near the 30-day mark, many practitioners report experiencing what they call a peak state, a combination of physical vitality, mental clarity, and emotional balance. Hormonal balance. Hormones stabilize. Testosterone levels may not be elevated long-term, but they may be more efficiently used by the body. Sensitivity to testosterone increases, leading to a feeling of clean energy. Heightened motivation. Some research in behavioral psychology suggests that abstaining from ejaculation increases motivation and drive, especially in goal-oriented men. It could be due to the accumulation of energy that would otherwise be spent during sexual release. Men become more focused on long-term goals. Improved relationships. Interestingly, some men report improved intimacy with partners during periods of abstinence. This is often due to more emotional connection and less focus on purely physical release. Presence and attentiveness improve. Spiritual or mindful insights. For some, especially those practicing retention for religious or spiritual reasons, this period is associated with enhanced spiritual awareness and a stronger sense of purpose. They feel more connected to themselves and the world. Health risks or concerns. What does science say? Let's be clear. There is no scientific evidence that abstaining from ejaculation for 30 days is harmful to your body. No risk of sperm buildup. The body naturally reabsorbs unused sperm. There is no risk of buildup that causes damage. This is an internet myth. Wet dreams, nocturnal emissions. Many men will experience involuntary ejaculation during sleep. This is normal and doesn't negate the benefits of conscious abstinence. It's the body's natural release mechanism. Prostate health. Some studies have shown that regular ejaculation may reduce the risk of prostate cancer. However, 30 days of abstinence does not pose a health risk. Long-term abstinence, years, is a different conversation, and science is still unclear on that. No loss of muscle mass or strength. There is no evidence that semen retention leads to muscle loss or weakness. In fact, many report strength gains due to increased focus and energy in workouts. The psychological impact. The mental benefits of a 30-day abstinence challenge are often more significant than the physical effects. Discipline and willpower. Successfully completing 30 days without ejaculation requires strong self-control, which can spill over into other areas of life, like fitness, diet, and work. It builds mental toughness. Less brain fog. Many report reduced brain fog, which could be tied to improved dopamine regulation. Motivation and clarity increase. Greater appreciation of sexual energy. Some men find that abstinence gives them a greater respect for sexual energy, viewing it as something powerful rather than something to be expended daily. More time and productivity. Without the distraction of constant sexual release, men often have more time and greater output in their daily lives. What happens after 30 days? Once you reach the 30-day mark, you might ask, what now? Some men resume normal sexual activity with a new sense of control. Others continue abstinence for longer periods, believing it leads to ongoing benefits. Some incorporate intentional ejaculation, only engaging in sexual release at certain intervals, e.g., once a week or once a month, to balance pleasure with discipline. Ultimately, the goal is awareness and choice, not suppression. Final thoughts. The truth about 30 days. Without ejaculation. Abstaining from ejaculation for 30 days can be a powerful experience, both mentally and physically. The science does not suggest any harm, and in fact, many men report benefits such as increased focus, energy, confidence, and motivation. But it's not a magic pill. It's not going to turn you into a superhero overnight. The real power lies in the self-discipline and the psychological mastery that comes with the challenge. So, is it worth trying? That's up to you. But now you know the truth, backed by science and not just internet myths. If you found this topic fascinating, share it with a friend or drop a comment. And remember, stay curious, stay informed, and always seek the truth behind the myths.